And hello everyone, this is Angel Terry here with a new Let's Play of StarCrawlers. Now, I had gotten this game off of Steam about 2 years ago, I believe. And I was going to originally do an LP of it, but it was still still being built. It was sort of like in the alpha/beta type of stage, so they were still, adding things, removing things, etc. So I'm like, you know what? Why don't I put it to the wayside for a bit, and come back later? Well, that's what I'm doing. I've stopped playing EverQuest and EverQuest 2 because I feel honestly that my nostalgia itch has been scratched. And I've also have a kind of major, I don't want to say major, but I got a bit of a financial thing right now. So I stopped that. So I do apologize to anyone who has enjoyed those videos. But I thank you for watching that. But I hope you'll enjoy StarCrawlers and also my Heroes of a Broken World Let's Plays. Now, StarCrawler. This is a grid-based type of what they call a CRPG. Essentially, you create a character, you get a party, you do quests, you explore, things like that. But it's sci-fi-ish. No, it's sci-fi-y, I should say, not ish. I will make sure I put a link to where you can buy it off of Steam in the description below. So, I have a frog in my throat, so I do apologize. And the phone has also been going crazy since yesterday, so you're going to probably hear the phone ring a lot. New game. Proceed. Ooh. Aurora Starliners organizes colonization voyages under strict regulations enforced by the youth. All right, now Luna is your kind of pilot slash contact slash person in your ship that you own that you talk to find out things. Here we are, boss. Terminus 9, hub for the sector. Maybe it's nicer inside than it looks from out here. Well, guess we'll find out together. Let's dock. Word is the bartender runs the wire here. What, honey? Let's dance. Okay. Here's the one you should talk to about getting some job. And that's what I meant he's, not here's. Plenty of creds to be made if we get on his good side. Well, time for a drink then. Okay. So here we go. Here is where we choose our main character. Now, you can only have one type of quote-unquote character in your party, so you can only have one cyber ninja, one engineer, yada yada. Now, they have male and female. And all that pretty much does is it just change your look. That's it. It doesn't, from what I can tell, it doesn't change anything else. So first, we're going to put this down to story mode. All right, so first we have the Cyber Ninja. When you need a target taken down with brutal efficiency, you need a Cyber Ninja. Hailing from their home ship, the Yokai, they occasionally join crawler crews while pursuing their own mysterious agendas. So we have, let's see, so they use melee weapons, pistols, and rifles. Their armor is light and tactical, shield skills light, tactical, and heavy. Now, view abilities. Cyber Ninjas add combo points to targets and then consume them to deal bonus damage, add status effects, or boost team defense. Alright, so we have combination. Alright, now, things can happen in combat and exploring. So combat, of course, is fighting, and exploring is you're walking around the map. You'll get different choices depending on where you are. So combat. Exploit the positioning of combatants to strike rapidly. Combination is strongest when the Cyber Ninja has allies present. Now, if exploring, if an ally fails an action or a situation that requires teamwork, you may have an opportunity to intervene. Alright. Assassination. Build combo. See what I mean? Phone's ringing. Build combo points to deal high single target damage. Excels at eliminating tough enemies with strong defenses. Now, exploration. Exploit opportunities to eliminate threats before they can engage your crew in combat. Deception. In combat, focus on combating groups of enemies with debuffs while supporting the team with buffs to their offense and defense. Explore. Take advantage of opportunities to misdirect threats or conceal the team to avoid danger. Okay. Oh, the phone is ringing-dinging. Engineer. Alright, so we got the male and the female. The engineer is handy with a pneumato wrench and can rig just about anything with an infusion of gigawatts from their mech suit. Experts at support using their constructs and mechanical skills. Alright, so they can use light melee weapons, heavy melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, rifles, and shotguns. Their armor is light and tactical, and their shield is light, tactical, and heavy. Alright, engineers. Engineers utilize gigawatts to power their abilities. Maintaining and using your supply wisely makes the engineer a powerful damage dealer or support class. Alright, so first we have constructor. In combat, deploy a variety of small robots to deal multiple damage types, effective against single or grouped enemies. To explore, sometimes a handy construct may be just a ticket. Rigger. Combat. Focus on maintaining the team and tinkering with your gear to become a damage dealer or tank. Exploration. Mechanical systems can be repaired or broken by a well-placed smack from your handy pneumato wrench. Bolty. Combat. Why risk your own hide when you got Bolty to get shot for you? While not as strong as a tanking crawler, Bolty deploys at full strength for each battle. Exploration. Bolty will happily throw himself in harm's way. Oh, poor Bolty. Alright, now we have Force Cycle, because that's Psyker. It's a female and a male. From the monastery home ship Giedold, Force Psychers quest to hone their powers and collect ties. Initiates often fall in with crawlers, where their ability to shape raw psychic energy makes them valuable allies. So they can use light melee weapons, heavy melee weapons, rifles, shotguns, and heavy weapons. So their armor and shield are tactical, light, tactical, and heavy. Alright, view abilities. Force Psychers draw upon immense mental power or force energy to create manifestations that guard their allies and smite their foes. This energy takes time to regenerate and must be carefully maintained. Guardian. In combat, this path calls you to protect your allies, directing harm away from them while countering debilitating attacks from foes. Exploration. Deadly effects and vile poisons can be avoided and cleansed by a skilled Guardian. Sentinel. In combat, this path calls you to watch over your allies, shielding them from attacks and dealing righteous damage in return. In exploration, the Sentinel may be able to prevent harm with a well-timed barrier. Berserker. In combat, this path demands you channel your rage to utterly decimate your foes. What is there to fear from an enemy who has been crushed to a pulp? In exploration, the Berserker does not care about exploring. Well, I think that's the best one right there. Hacker. Alright, so we got the male and female. Master nanite manipulators, hackers are in demand with crawlers looking to bypass security systems. Ill-suited for solo combat, hackers provide support with beneficial optimizations and crippling malware. Alright, so they can use light melee weapons, paired melee weapons, I guess that's like dual wielding, pistols, SMGs, rifles, and shotguns. So armor skills are light and shield skills are light, tactical, and heavy. Holding their own, in combat with damage and support abilities, hackers truly shine when exploring and dealing with tech. Disarming traps, breaking locks, and cracking terminals are a breeze for a skilled hacker. Ooh, can't stop burping, excuse me. Rootkit. Combat. Disrupt and control enemies with crippling debuffs. In exploration, the hacker always has superior tech options, but a rootkit hacker is a master at bypassing security systems. Malware. In combat, manipulate nanites to deal damage over time. In exploration, sometimes the best way to deal with a problem is to melt its face off. Alright. A malware hacker revels in corrupting tech. Oh god. Optimization. In combat, boost offense and defense with optimizations. In exploration, restoring corrupted tech and data is your specialty. Optimization hackers believe the open palm beats the closed fist. Well, that's interesting. Smuggler. So we got a female and a male. Shady individuals with reputations for getting a job done, even if they're the only survivor. Smooth operators both in and out of combat. They're not afraid to test their luck on a risky move. So weapon skills are light melee weapons, paired melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, rifles, and shotguns. Armor skills are light and tactical, shield skills are light, tactical, and heavy. Alright, so what we got here? Smugglers often draw the attention of their enemies with their flamboyant attacks. Whether using traps, pistols, or elocution, I don't know what that is. The smuggler is a potent adversary and not to be trifled with. I know what electrocution is, but I don't know what elocution is. 30 moves. In combat, employing a variety of traps and mechanisms, the smuggler evades notice while dealing damage and debuffs. In exploration, knowledge of explosives and traps makes you a valuable asset in certain situations. Gunslinger. In combat, any smuggler with their cred lives and dies by their armaments. The gunslinger obliterates foes in short order. In exploration, you can often solve problems by simply shooting first. Okay, so that's Han Solo right there. Cheap tricks. In combat, As the saying goes, you often have to spend cred to earn cred. Test your luck and deal massive damage. Maybe. Exploration, apparently, poop happens. Soldier. I say we got the male and the female. It kind of looks like a wonky stormtrooper. Soldiers are all about blowing things up. Explosions and detonations. Capable of both dishing out damage and absorbing incoming fire as an effective meat shield. So they use melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, shotguns, rifles, and heavy weapons. And their armor and shield skills are light, tactical, and heavy. Soldiers come from all walks of life, but they all share a common passion, blowing stuff up and killing things. Yay! Whether it's tanking with their face or hurling bomblets. Soldiers love what they do. Okay, I think I'm picking this class. Tactician. I'm always, when my husband and I play MMOs or stuff like that, I'm like, don't tank it with your face, dear. Tactician, combat. A good soldier knows there is no I in team, but if you spell it backwards, you get meat, right? Put your meat between your buddies and the bullets. In exploration, what? Demolition. Yeah, demolition. And this one's the soldier. In combat, the more pain you dish out, the more bomblets you throw. The more bomblets you throw, the more pain you dish out. It's pretty deep stuff. In exploration, sometimes stuff needs blowing up. You can help. Specialist. In combat, any yahoo can fire a gun. You take your time and aim. Pistols, SMGs, shotguns, rifles, and heavies, you love them all. In exploration, often stuff needs shooting. You can help with this. Okay, he's simple. And then we have the Void Psychers. So there's the male and the female. Void Psychers channel powerful and destructive psionics to obliterate their enemies. Tapping into these powers does come with a few side effects, making them an unstable ally. So they can use melee weapons, pistols, SMGs, and rifles. Their armor skills are light, and their shield skills are light, tactical, and heavy. Void Psychers generate void energy with their attacks. This energy can be converted into damaging and debilitating effects, but is highly volatile. A Void Psycher that stores up too much energy risks a deadly overload. Oh boy. Manipulator. In combat, the Void is terrifying and you teeter on the edge of insanity. Capitalize on this by pouring it into the minds of your foes. In exploration, you can sometimes manipulate the think meats of humans when you're not gibbering incoherently. Oh gosh. Evoker. In combat, the best way to purge yourself of the evil gnawing at your soul is to channel it directly into people you dislike. In exploration, Summoner. In combat, become a conduit for the void and allow some of it to slip through into this reality. What could possibly go wrong? In exploration, because they don't know. Alright, so that... I'm doing soldier, I don't care. I think a female soldier will do. Let's pick a nice, simple name to say. Ashrel. There we go. Create backstory. Oh, this is new. Alright, so childhood. Runaway. Orphaned at a young age, you were consigned to a UFP youth camp by the debtor's court, but managed to escape and eke out an independent existence in the slums of Luna 2. So we would gain street code, which unlocks special event options. Privileged. As the child of wealthy slavers in Tibris, you were born to a life of privilege and plenty. You never wanted for anything money could buy, as long as you could prove your worth on the sparring fields first. So you gain formal education, which unlocks special events. Fringe rat. Your parents were traders on a way station on the fringes of Ibris. Customers were scarce, money was scarcer, and you supplemented your income by divesting would-be bandits of their loot. You gain fringe culture, unlock special event options. Okay. What are you doing?
I was trying to take a quick step.
Sorry about that. I think fringe rat. Okay. Oh my god, the cat. Alright, so now we have an adulthood UFP peacekeeper. The fringe is no place to earn a living, so you made yourself invaluable to a wealthy UFP exec with more enemies than sense. Eventually, you were offered a lucrative job in the elite UFP peacekeepers unit. So you gain 5% accuracy and 3% damage. Alright. Dablu Takai soldier. A dust stop with a Dablu whatever exec earned you a corporate indenturement, but you looked at it as an opportunity. You swiftly worked your way out of the debt and into a high-ranking corpsec job. So you gain 5% health and 5% dodge. Merc. A rough life on the fringes left you with no illusions about the depravity of the UFP. Determined to achieve a better existence without ending up a corpse, or a corpsec thug. You signed on with the local mercs and set out to build your rep as an elite gun for hire. Well, it's better not being a corpse anyway. Gain 3% damage and 3% health. I kind of like the accuracy, so we'll pick you a Peacekeeper. And now, okay, Deserter. A botched op left you with a shattered neural restraint and a newfound loathing for your superiors. You decided to ditch the outfit and went AWOL before your medical leave expired. So you gain minus 30 rep with MRLT, you gain a rare weapon and an armor and a shield. Okay. Benched. A jealous superior had you promoted out of active ops. Life's too short to spend your days sitting at a desk trying to wrangle a bunch of half-wits, so you resigned and set up shop as an independent. So you gain plus 5 rep with MRLT and 100 credits. Scapegoats. Things went south on a high-priority job, and your outfit was looking for a scapegoat. Someone set you up to take the fall, and you narrowly escaped the reassignment team that came to collect you. Gain minus 15 rep with Emerald LT, rare armor and shield, and 50 credits. Okay, see now this is tough because 2 of the things can give you really good stuff. You know, a rare weapon, a rare armor and shield. But it lowers your rep. And this one here gives you rep, but you only gain a little bit of credits. Alright, so I joined the military. See, I can't see myself as a deserter. I don't like that. I think I would do benched, because that seems more like what I would do. So we're fringe rat, UFP peacekeeper, and benched. Okay, sounds good to me. Okay, this is Styx. This is our hub for things. We have like a medical place. I don't know what that is. What is this? Wire terminal. You have the saloon, item shop, or whatever. Okay. Now, right here, first you can see when you have party members, they'll be listed, I think, this way. But here we have... Oh, apparently it didn't change my name. Yeah, my name isn't Hard Slab, you ass. Ashlana. Ugh. Hard Slab, that's a stupid name. Oh. You can do custom images. Interesting. Alright, well, your name is Ashlana, not Hard Slab. Alright, so here we have our weapons. We have a slot for armor, a shield, and accessory. Lucky Charm. Does this even do anything? Nope. Alright, so here's our statistics and our resistances. Fair enough. Our loadout is essentially our inventory. Now, abilities. So we start out with 3 ability points. Now, this is the type of game where you start at the first level here. Once you put 3 points in, then the second one levels up. Then when it's 6 total, then the third, etc. So my suggestion is you pick a sort of like a speciality type of a deal and then stick with it, because I don't know how many points you get, so it's better to go down one and then move to another one when you're full. So what would be more fun, blowing stuff up or shooting it? I don't know about tactician. And do some yelling. Alright, so that's scatter bombs. This is crack shot. Well, I did raise my accuracy. I did give him a bonus to accuracy, right? Yeah, so let's do specialist. Alright, so we got aim, execute. So that takes 100 time units, deals weapon, physical damage, requires ranged weapons. Okay. So first use is line up a crack shot. Second use is execute it. Shoot for 125% weapon damage. Crack shot has 10% bonus hit chance, 8% chance to critically hit, and pierces any armor. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I have 1 point in there. If I put another point in there, It shoots 100%. If Crackshot scores a critical hit, dazed a target for 30% of the time unit. And then a third stuns a target. Okay, so let's put all our points into Crackshot. Okay. So now we have the info log. Essentially, these are the different factions. What is Emirate LT? Emirate LT supplies elite security forces to the... Oh, okay. All right. So you have the UFP stuff. You have anarchists. Galaxy Mart. Shop Smart. Shop S-Mart. Other... Okay, so these are people you're all going to come across either through missions or whatever. And dossiers. Faction. Okay. Codex. Book learn is only useful if you live long enough to apply it. Okay, so this is sort of like if you need any help figuring what something is. All right. All right, let's create a new save. LP1. Okay. So, let's just start this a little bit. The only place we can go into is Doc Sam's Saloon. A haggard-looking bartender is working the bar, his mech arm continuing to wipe down the pitted counter as he sizes you up. Doc Sam. Alright, evening. Haven't seen you here before, so welcome to Station Terminus X. Station... freaking 9. Jewel of the sector. Locals call her Styx for short. What's your poison? I need to learn to talk. Fringe culture. Hoy, chum. I've been around the fridge a few... French. I said fridge. I've been around the refrigerator a few cycles myself, looking for work in the sector. He grins. You sure look at home out here. He channeled that refrigerator. Tell what, have a drink on the house. Mind you don't get used to it though. Just being hospitable, eh? Taking a long drag from his cigar, Doc stares at you evenly. I'm not hiring janitors at the moment. Well, I'm no mop jockey. Just funning with you. It's not every cycle I get a new crawler. He leans forward on the creaking bar. Trouble is, my wire terminal is on the fritz. I can't get you any work until it's fixed. Maybe you could do me a favor and grab some spare parts from the basement. Well, my person isn't that stupid. So, I mean, they're not going to ask what's the wire. So I'm like, sure, I can do that. He waves you off and turns to deal with a surly customer, calling to you over his shoulder as he goes. Thanks much. I'll stick it on the job board. Check it out, and then head on down to the basement whenever. Watch out for Sudsy. Sudsy? He doesn't say anything. Had to toss that guy out. Tab as long as my arm. Put the job on the board for you, so as you can see how that works. Okay. Well, we do hire new crawlers. Is where we can get more people for our party. I think it starts at 150 and then it's like 300 and then it goes up by 150 like that. But we only have 100 credits, so we can't afford it. Alright, we have Hooch. Damage taken reduced by 15%, accuracy reduced by 10%. Like a cannonball to the gut. Check the job board for work. Alright, before you learn to crawl. So this is where we can find things to do, you know, like quests. So it tells your employer the target. So we need to go to the Styx basement level, 4, job type. Now there's different types of jobs. As you can tell, it says job type. This one is known as an asset acquisition. Danger rating is normal, suggested level 1. Doc Sam wants you to head down to the Styx basement and look for a replacement part to fix his wired terminal. Once the wire's active, he may be able to find you some paying work. So a reward, we get 10 creds and 40 experience. Alright. Now, if you had a lot of team members, you can choose which ones you want, and well, we don't, so let's launch the mission. Expensive and dangerous FTL travel is limited to a select group of approved ships. Engineers. I don't know what that is, though. Maybe that's the... Oh, I think that's the robot that you can make, probably. Movement. Use WASD to move and work turn. Strafe with Q and E. Activate your flashlight with the F key. Ooh, flashlight. Okay, so essentially, you look around with your mouse, okay? Because sometimes there's things like hidden, like on stairs or behind stuff, and you use your WASD to walk around. So it's essentially like it's a grid game, okay? Aha! Secret discovered. Okay, so if you look for the panels that apparently have that little symbol on it, I guess. Did not remember that. We have our small med kit. Bioaids, painkillers, and duct tape. That's awesome. Yay, we did the bonus. Did not mean to do the bonus right away. What's this? This is new. Shinoleum lunchbox. You could auction this item at the black market. Valuables can be found exploring. Search for secret caches. Okay. Yeah, so we have a mini-map up in the upper left-hand corner. There's different symbols for everything. Like I don't think I can use my mouse to point, but there's like an orange line shows a locked door. That green target symbol, that's where we need to go. And the little green rectangle with an arrow on it is the exit. Interaction. Many objects are interactive. Look at an object and click when the object is in range. Somebody has securely locked this door. You'll need to find the manual override if you want to get it open. Try searching the room for an obvious switch. Obvious switch is probably obvious. Yep, there it is. Obvious switch. Okay. Now remember, you can only walk in a grid, so be careful when you're turning the mouse around. As the door grinds open, a small hooded figure darts through and past you towards the exit door. It pauses and cautiously turns to study you. It appears to be a small child, probably a station urchin. Underneath the tatters of a filthy cloak, you see the glint of something shining. Well, I don't really care. Go by. You turn your back and carry on about your business. Glancing over your shoulder, the child has already slipped into the shadows. Whatever. What? Stubborn door. Each class has abilities that will aid the team both in combat and exploring. When you gain a level, you will also gain one ability point. This door isn't locked, but stubbornly refuses to open. Using your unique talents, you should be able to convince it to open. Alright, so we have already signed our ability points. Let's see, Specialist Soldier 3. Shoot the door for great justice. For justice, my dear. Shoot the door. Alright, nothing in here. What do we got here? Suspicious panel. Panels like this one provide access to local security systems. If you can hack the interface, you can disarm nearby security. Stupid yawns. Manually hack the interface. You fumble with the interface, but are surprised to find it isn't that complex. The security has been disabled. Aha! Squared it 100%. Go me. Alright, so let us walk through here. Okay. Whoa! Hello. Combat. You've entered combat mode with the enemy. The turn order of combat is shown on the timeline above. The active character is in the top left. On your turn, click and hold on a target to see the ability wheel. Release over an ability to activate it. Okay. Time units. Abilities have different time unit costs to activate. So fast abilities cost fewer time units, slow abilities cost more time units but hit harder. Okay. The time unit arrow shows where you will move in the timeline if the ability is used. Oh, okay. Alright, so here's the thing. I think Grandia had something like that. Alright, so what do we do here? Alright, we click and hold. So we can options, access to inventory, end turn, and flee. So we can crack shot. Or we could just, let's just shoot him. Okay, well, that was fun. Just killed it. Alright, whatever that was. Secure crate. Loot. You found the module and some loot. Right-click items on the loot screen, or click, oh, blah, blah, blah. This is a boom slang boomer. Fun. Okay. So if I equipped it, okay, it would lower my damage, lower my accuracy, give me more time units. Upgrades, Alpha Strike. Alright, well, we'll take them all. Alright. Alright, so I fetched a wire doodad. Alright, so now we have to... I guess I just walk out? Your mission is complete. Fetch the wire doodad. Are you sure you want to return? Yes. No, I'm just going to stand here. Alright, first one's free, kid. Mission complete. Before you look, Doc Sam can now fix this wire connection and find you jobs. You should head back to the saloon to deliver it. Bonus, locate a secret cache. Okay. So here's our payment. We can get reputation, good or bad, depending on what we choose to do. As you stroll through the station, a cloaked figure sides up to you. Or sidles. Ah, new adventurers in our humble station, yes? I can always spot a potential business partner from a parsec away. Fringe culture. Another rim smuggler looking to sell some tourists a piece of an asteroid. Chummer, you can't burn a local. Drow inclines his head respectfully, his eyes veiled behind his goggles. Chummer, it takes one to know one, as they say, and I know you. Shifty glances and careful movements. You're no core bumbler come to gawk at the wayward rim folk. I'd never run a gambit on a local. Not good for business, yes? Now give this a listen and tell me what you think. You met before, I'm sure of it. Oh, perhaps. I do try and forget every face that enters my humble store. Helps with plausible deniability, you see. But I digress. We will be business partners, I am sure of this. Alright, well, who are you? Oh, where are my manners? Drow at your service. Proprietor of the black market and purveyor of hot goods and even hotter gossip. Actually, you do look familiar. Have we met before? Probably. Anyway, while I'm listening, what's up? Indeed, here. He hands you a small glowing cube from the folds of his robe. This is an Eon cube. Bring me any that you find and I'll trade you for them. Keep that as an example of my good favor and what to look for when you're crawling. Okay, well, what the hell is it? A mere bauble, really. A marketing trinket from Aramazan. That was produced en masse, a lot, before the company went bankrupt. You'll notice a unique serial etched into each casing. Quite the collectible for the idle rich, but otherwise worthless. Alright, well, why are you collecting them? A client has contracted me to acquire as many as possible for a private collection. They're trading rare gear in exchange, and I, most humbly, am broker for the transaction. Before you ask, no, you cannot meet the client or deliver the cubes yourself. My client values privacy. I value my cut. Fair enough. Well, what are you trading them for? Ah, an excellent question. My client has access to some incredibly rare and exotic gear, weapons, and such you would never find out here on the Rim. Drop by my shop and see what's on offer. Alright, fair enough. Excellent. I am most pleased by your business acumen, and I'm sure you'll be most pleased by the sweet, sweet swag I am offering in exchange. Bye now. Drow turns sharply on his heel and slinks back to the black market. Swag! Alright. So we're going to save. And when we get back, we will talk to Doc Sam. So, this is Angel Terri. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.